Hello, it's time for Flashback, the weekly history quiz. Let's find out what happened in history. All right, we're starting in 1794. To end Barbary attacks on trade vessels, the U.S. reestablishes a navy. It also later pays ransom. Interesting. There's a great episode of the BBC Radio 4 program In Our Time, which is available as a podcast, about the Barbary Corsairs. It's absolutely fascinating. Highly recommended. Although that is a period of time, I think, well before 1794. Anyway, to propel his presidential bid, a Georgia peanut farmer gambles on a largely ignored event, the Iowa caucuses. Oh, interesting. Well, that was Jimmy Carter. That was obviously considerably later than this. So 1976, there we go. One of the oldest living trees in the world, a bristlecone pine named Methuselah, begins growing in North America. Okay, well, that'll be a very long time ago. I'm curious to see one of the oldest living trees in the world, 2800 BCE. That's incredible. New Hampshire becomes one of the last states to recognize Martin Luther King's birthday. I assume that'll be after this, probably the 90s. Yeah, I was going to say the 90s, and it was 1999. Okay, a storm wrecks a ship headed to supply Jamestown, an account likely read by Shakespeare before he wrote The Tempest. Okay, well, interesting. That'll be what, the 15th century? Oh, no, 1609. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. That was pretty poor. A knight, Peter von Hagenbach, is convicted in arguably the first international war crimes trial. His defense that he was just following orders is rejected. Wow, that's really interesting. Well, this will definitely be before 1609. Yeah, 1474. That's an incredibly interesting fact. The Scythians thrive in the steppes of Asia, including women who fought, shot arrows, and used horses, a likely origin of the mythical Amazons. I'm going to put this before 1474 as well. Yeah, 700 to 300 BCE. With nighttime crime rising, Nicholas de la Reynie orders 2,736 street lanterns to be installed in Paris, earning it the name City of Light. That's interesting. 19th century, maybe? No, 1667. Wow. Really interesting. I was way off. Hatshepsut becomes a rare female pharaoh, bringing peace and building monuments. Her male successor tries to take credit for her reign. Oh boy. Oh no. Do I put this before or after 2800 BCE? Oh, I think after. Egyptian, yeah, okay, 1479. Egyptian history is just so ludicrously long. Okay, well, I got one wrong. That's a shame. How did I do compared to others? Okay, I got the most common. I was in the most common bracket. But let's look at the particular things that threw people off. So, sorry about all the flashing. I don't understand why that's been happening recently. If anyone has any ideas about why OBS on Mac might cause this black flashing, do let me know. Anyway, right, about a third of people put Hatshepsut, incorrectly placed her. That's not a huge surprise. I could have imagined guessing earlier on that one. Most people got the Scythians right, although not everybody. Similarly, with our arguable first international war crimes trial, just about everybody got Jamestown right. And a majority of people, like me, misplaced the lights in Paris, presumably like me, thinking it was later than it was. It's really interesting that it was as early as 1667. I love that. And finally, just about absolutely everybody placed Jimmy Carter correctly. That's not very much of a surprise. So did most people with Martin Luther King. All right. Well, his holiday. And there we go. That was the flashback. Back next week. Yeah. Thanks as always for watching. Take care.